It is Pohx again. So today in this video I want to go ahead and kind of explain to you guys what I've done with my atlas to kind of manipulate drops, because a lot of people have been asking questions on it. So if you want an example of what I'm referring to, I'm just going to show you my shaped map pool that I've got. I've got a bunch of shaped ashen woods, which pretty much all of this has been self-found. I mean, I bought a few ashen woods to get started, but I mean, I got them all back anyway, so don't worry about that. All my shores have been found solo. And then if you want to see my map tab after selling maps, these are all shaped strands. You can see shaped strands are worth 5 chaos each, along with a bunch of other stuff. So, and these are all reds. So if you guys are curious to kind of understand how to manipulate your maps, this is going to be a part 1 of 2 video. The second video will explain all about how to properly use sextants. So for the sake of this video, I'm going to explain, like I said, how to build a map base of maps that you want. So we're going to start with tier 11. Ideally, I would tell you to start with tier 10, but we're going to say start with tier 11. Now, if you have done a lot of red maps, I'm going to tell you from now, it's going to be expensive to respec your atlas. It's going to be multiple hundreds of chaos, depending on how much you have essentially completed on your atlas. So the first step to do is go to your tier 11 maps, and you need to shape a map that you like. So you're going to be shaping, let's see, so 5, you're going to be shaping a tier, is it 6 map? So tier 6, you would choose between, what do we have here? Wharf, ramparts, spider forest, thicket. You can literally choose whatever map you want. It doesn't really make a difference. If you want currency, I'd recommend Strand. That's what I did. Strand's a very fair map. So this is where you kind of start, is you shape your map. To acquire a shaped map, you need to run these blue kind of circle things. I kind of ran most of mine so you can't see them. They'll drop a shaper's orb, which I'll show you what they look like. Looks like this, and you can use it to upgrade the map itself by 5 tiers, so it drops like that permanently from now on. Anyway, let's move on to the next step. After you've decided what map you want to shape, you're going to move on to the next thing, and you need to look at your tier 11 maps. So your tier 11 maps is where your red maps start, and it is very important that you do not have any other red maps unlocked. They cannot be on your atlas whatsoever for tier 11. If they are on your atlas for tier 11, that means they are contesting the map drops from your tier 11 strand, which you do not want them to do. Now, after you have done that, it's very simple. We're going to move to tier 12 maps. Tier 12 maps are going to do the same exact thing as the tier 11 map. And in here, I would recommend the choices between Ashenwood and Mud Geyser, which is going to be a tier 8 map, which is located, I don't remember exactly where it is. Mud Geyser? Mud Geyser, right here. Or maybe it's tier 7, JK. It's a tier 7 map. So you're going to choose between your tier 7 maps. Again, I'd recommend personally Mud Geyser, because it's a very good map for breaches and whatnot. The only terrifying thing about it is the boss is the Devourer, so he can slap you for like a 6k hit. So just kind of be careful on that. The next thing you want to do is we're just going to move up, and this is one of the more important parts, is you're just going to keep doing exactly what we've been doing. Is your tier 13 map, you want to essentially shape the map that you want. So again, I like Shore. Shore is a very good map. And the reason why is because it can be hit by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You can hit it with 7 sextants, which will be talked about in the next video. But that's the reason essentially why you would choose Shore. Alongside with it's a very good map, and the density is very good on it as well, and the boss is very easy. For tier 14, this is another extremely important one. You can get multiple shaper orbs when you get to here, so I'd recommend, again, shaping maps that you like. So I've done Promenade and Coves, and you cannot have anything else on your map kind of filled out. Tier 15 and above, I can't really tell you. I would again go with the same exact method, but you're not gonna pop up these too much at the beginning. This is more for like later on. So for this video, we're just really talking about up to tier 14. Now, the reason why you don't want any other maps essentially on your atlas, and the reason why you want to run your shaped maps, is because of the following reason. So, say I run, for example, Necropolis, which is a tier 12. right? So I'm running a tier 12 map, and I only have Necropolis unlocked, and that's it. Necropolis is rolling against my shaped Ashenwood. However, if I get a Necropolis drop, I also have a chance of getting a Lair, which is a tier 13, a Gorge, which is a tier 13, and an Excavation, which is a tier 11. Meaning, even if I don't have these 3 maps unlocked, because I have a Necropolis, right, and I scam someone on their portals, I mean, what? You're rolling now against additional map drops, which you don't want to be doing. However, if you were to run a shaped map, like an Ashenwood, right, which is the same tier, the only thing adjacent to it are yellow maps, which means they're not being contested against anything, which means the only logical tier 13 map you could get is Shore, and the only logical tier 12 map you could get is Ashenwood, and the only tier 11 map you could get is Strand. So by running shaped maps, you literally force yourself into only finding specific maps. And just as an example, I've been mapping today for about 6.5, 7 hours, and I'm going to show you how many shaped strands I've found. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I found 11 strands, I think like maybe 12, and I've sold a couple. And that's like 60, 70 chaos. That pays back any maps that you want to buy anyway. So that's also a really, really cool method. And that's why I really like it. And you don't have to do it with just Strand, you know, for example, Shore, and etc. You can do this with any method you want once you understand the basis of how to do it. Anyway, I hope this video helped you guys. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to drop them down below. If this video didn't make much sense to you, I'd recommend for you to check out my previous video, which talks about the Atlas and whatnot, because it'll explain the basics for you. And I'll be creating another video explaining how to properly use your sextants to be able to manipulate multiple 6-link drops, as you can see here. Today alone, I have found 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I sold 3, so 7, 8, 9. I found 9 6-links today. What can I do for you? And an example of how much 6-links make you, each 6-link that doesn't sell also creates a Divine Orb. So you can literally just make so much money back from doing these methods that it doesn't matter how much money you spend. You're gonna be, as long as you're doing it correctly, you will keep going up in profit over and over. And my bank should help kind of explain that, because I'm not even playing a high, clear speed build. Anyway, like I said, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please feel free to like, share, and subscribe. And remember, you can catch me streaming live every day at twitch.tv/Pohx. Hope you guys have a wonderful time. Thank you so much for all your support, and I'll see you boys all tomorrow. Take care, everybody.